Hi. So I wanted to talk a little bit about my take on what meditation actually is. I disagree with the premise that it is to clear your mind. I don't think it has anything to do with that. Meditation, in my experience, is about presence, your full, undivided presence. When you sit down in meditation or you're standing in meditation, however you're meditating, when you're fully in that moment, that's what meditation is. It's to bring you fully into each and every moment. No concern about really anything else except for being fully present in this moment. Not to say that meditation wipes away all your problems or that things don't arise. I don't mean to say that meditation is meant to be um, some sort of cure-all pill because I'm not saying that's what it is either. I do think it helps with a vast majority of things, at least in my experience, it has. But I disagree with the premise that it's simply to clear your mind. Because again, that is not how my experience has gone with meditating. And then I also wanted to bring up a couple of things that we're all aware of the wonderful benefits of meditation, right? That it helps with focus, it helps with anxiety, helps with depression, it can help physical ailments. There's a wide array of research that's been done on the benefits of meditation. What I feel like is less talked about, okay, my avatar seems to be frozen, so sorry about that. She's just not going to move for the rest of this. Okay. Um, when I first started meditating, what I found lacking was the other side of it. So when I first started meditating, I noticed that I was really angry just all of the time. It was constant basically, and it scared me because I didn't really understand what was happening, and I couldn't find, anybody that was talking about this aspect of meditation, and so I started freaking out even more. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? What am I doing wrong? Why is this my experience and no one else is talking about it? And I found an app that was specific for meditations, and luckily the people in that community were much more open about that aspect of their experience as well. So if you're just starting to meditate or you're getting back into a meditation um, routine and you're noticing these things coming up, I just wanted to be a voice to remind you that this is normal. That if you're noticing a lot of anger or sadness or loneliness or any of these other aspects that aren't just joy and bliss, please understand that that is normal, that the meditation is simply illuminating the actual state that you're walking around in. It isn't that it's magically creating this within you, it's that this is how you're actually functioning day to day. And you're just now taking the time to tune into that and sit with that and be aware of your actual state of being. So, with that said, there are some meditations that will bring up these aspects in an even more intense fashion, at least my experience. So one of the ones that I regularly have this with is Sudarshan Chakra Kriya. It is one of my favorite meditations. I still repeat it every year, knowing what's coming. So the first time I did it, I had really bad nightmares. I mean, terrifying. I wasn't getting a lot of sleep. That was just for the first probably week or two because I did it for 40 days. And since then, it's decreased and it'll kind of shift when those nightmares show up. So originally, when I repeated it, the first couple times I repeated it, the nightmares were automatic. First day in, nightmares started. Generally lasted about a week, then started to decrease to just a couple days. Whereas now the nightmares are far less intense and it generally takes a couple days before the nightmares will start to happen. So with Sudarshan Chakra Kriya, that is a subconscious cleanse. The problem, or what I found frustrating, was that nobody talked about this aspect of meditation, that especially when you're doing a subconscious cleanse, nightmares do not seem that abnormal. It doesn't seem that out of the ordinary because if you think about it, you're clearing all of the subconscious gunk that's stuck in there, right? You're clearing the nightmares. Where else are they going to go? They have to flow up and out to release. So it makes perfect sense. The problem is that there weren't any communities that were talking about it. Nobody's sharing that they woke up in a panic because of nightmares because they were doing this meditation because a lot of people aren't going to do it after that. I'm not one of those people, so of course I continue with it, but I wanted to share these aspects of meditation because I disagree that meditation is just to clear the mind. It isn't. My experience is meditation is your undivided presence, your precious being, fully being here in each and every moment with everything that arises. That doesn't mean that you only show up for the quote unquote good stuff and you just kind of zone out for the quote unquote bad stuff. Presence means in everything. That's why I continue to meditate because it brings me to that place where I can actually function within situations that without meditation I can't function in. I just walk. I'm like, no, I'm good. And then I also just wanted to point out that this is a space where you can share the aspects that aren't widely discussed, such as feeling angry or having, sadness just flow up out of nowhere after you've started your meditations, or if you're having nightmares. I wanted to create a space where people can share these and know that it's normal and that we can talk through it. So that's it for this video. I'm going to talk a little bit more about a way to mitigate some of the heavier aspects of some of the meditations, or if you're having a particular issue, such as let's say opening your heart or dealing with panic attacks. I've kind of created a system, at least for myself, because I can be really stubborn when it comes to letting go of some issues. So I've created a system that works really well for me. So I will be posting a video speaking about that. So I hope you found this helpful and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you soon.